All right, you guys, I'm gonna walk you through the perfect little situation that I finally have found. I have my automated kitty litter, which I'll walk you through, and then I will also walk you through the enclosure that I've put this in. It looks like great furniture, and it also stores the food, the water, the kitty litter, even the vacuum, all the things inside of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at both of these. As you can see, this is a kitty litter box enclosure. We got tired of it being in the laundry room, and then I wanted one of the big automated kitty litters, which wouldn't fit back there. So we had to get a pretty enclosure so it could be out in the open. And as you can see, Dolce just loves this thing. They can jump up high. They're eating their food. They even have their little water fountain here. It plugs in right here. There's 2 outlets, there's 2 USB cords, and then I can also turn this on and off as well. Now, another big plus, besides the top just being massive for whatever storage that you need, is these doors are adjustable when you open them, so you can adjust either side. Look at this huge kitty litter. Okay, this is the automated one. It's just nice and big. There's plenty of room. When they miss the kitty litter, it stays in here. It doesn't come out, right? And there's even enough storage still to have their kitty litter, the clean ones back there, the bags, any kind of wipes I need for cleaning. And then if you look in the back here, there's 3 circles for all of the cords to come out as well. And then as you can see, that's also just where that other portion went. But if we close these, this is a soft close. So you can see it just closes nicely like that. It doesn't, we don't have to worry about it really hurting anything. And then of course over here, you have a shelf. Now this shelf can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different levels of lengths. This actually comes in and out right here, and then this portion pulls out. So when you see the different kitty litter, you can just push it in if you don't have time to actually clean the whole thing, and then take this whole thing outside and then just dump the litter that ends up in it. As you can see, I have a muddy mat here. I'm telling you guys, I know they advertise this for dogs, but it's like magic for kitty litter, okay? But this actually catches most of it anyways. So anyways, their cat food's back there, so you're able to use this for different storage as well if you want. Even if you wanted to put their food here or the water, you still could, just because it has the holes in the back. It was not super easy to assemble. I'll go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of that after this, but yeah, overall, I think that this is definitely a really nice enclosure. I like how fancy it looks and how easy it is to clean. And obviously the kitty cats have already adopted it as well. All right, so I want to show you so far how difficult this has been to build. Now, there's a few times where it said you needed 2 people. I did not use a second person. Probably would have been easier if I did, but let me go ahead and just show you real quick. All right, so first off, the directions are great. Okay, so basically what you end up doing is you build the supports under here. You also will build this side, that side, and then you'll basically put the sides on and the backs together. Here's what the inside looks like so far. Here is how the cord is gonna work basically, so it goes out, and then I love how they have the other holes here as well. And now we're gonna keep on going. It has taken me about an hour and a half, but also keep in mind that I was doing it by myself, and as you can hear, I had a 2 and a 4-year-old helping me until my husband grabbed them to have them help make dinner. Also, they come with 2 of these, hence 2 people building it. Get yourself a drill to do instead, because if not, you're going to get blisters. Okay, I should have gotten the drill when I started. One of the things I love about these drawers is how easy it is to assemble them. It already has the hole drilled, and then right here, you just can't really mess that up. So that is definitely magical compared to most drawers that I have installed before. Big, big plus. All right, as you guys can see here, I have Dolce with me. We also have Coco somewhere else in the house, but she has already taken to this just magically. So let me go ahead and show you guys how this works. All right, so it was easy to assemble. It had a whole bunch of letters to basically just line up. So like the 2 got lined up with the 2, and the 3 with the 3, and the 4 with the 4, and all the things. And if this is going to be out in the open, it is adorable because it has these little teeny tiny paw prints up here as well. This thing on the outside is easy to take off. It's actually magnetic, so you can go ahead and take that off, and then if you need to clean this little drum. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these things here. One of the things I like is I'm going to show you how easy this is to clean. Okay, so right here they leaked a little bit, so I'm able to just go ahead and take this wipe and then wipe down all of that, and as you can see now it's clean. So now if I start hitting these buttons, oh, it's doing it, there it goes. So it does have a kitten protection, which basically means if the cat weighs less than 1 kilogram or is just always in there and tends to be small, then kitten mode can get turned on, which basically means that the litter box will not clean automatically. You would have to do it manually. The anti-jamming protection is a big plus because obviously when you can see when the kitty litter rotates and that hole on the bottom opens for the pee or the poop to basically get dropped in, if their paw gets put in there or anything along those lines, it has infrared sensors at the waste outlet. So if they do put their tail or their paw or their head in there, it's going to instantly stop. So there is not a chance of the cat's tail or head or anything like that getting caught in the wastebasket while it is cleaning. And then once it notices that the cat has left for 5 seconds, then it will continue on with resuming. And then there is also, like we said, the sleep mode. It won't clean during the designated hours that you set. And then the child lock mode will have an L on the display whenever the child lock mode is enabled. And then when that is enabled, you will only be able to use it from the app, not from the buttons itself. All right, so if you hit this button next to Dolce's head, that will do a manual cleaning. So if you just want it to clean, it also does it. It can tell when the cats go in and when the cats come out. And then it delays for 2 minutes to allow the kitty litter to clump, and then it will go ahead and spin and do the clean, right? You can increase that as much as you want. It just lets you do it on the app. The app allows you to set a default delay time. Another cool thing the app does is if you're going to your phone and telling it to clean, it'll also tell you if the cat is inside. It'll literally have a label at the top of the app that tells you the cat is inside the kitty litter, right? To let you know not to do it. This did also, I saw a few reviews that talked about these little strips that come with it, and they're basically you can put along the outside of the little kitty litter inside of it to like stop the pee from leaking, but I haven't really had that issue. The reviews say that these get dirty, so I opted not to use them, and it's been doing just fine. So the way that you clean this out is you just grab this, and then here it all is. As you can see, I had been cleaning some things and all that good stuff. I am going to increase the delay time just in general. Also, sometimes the cats will miss and the pee will get along and it ends up in the bag, so it hasn't ended up down here at all lately, so that's also a good thing. It's really easy to hook it up to Wi-Fi. This lets you know when it's full and you have to empty it, and then this button lets you know there's a cat inside, which is kind of funny because you'd obviously see that, right? And then this just lets you know that it's active and good to go. The Wi-Fi was really easy to connect through the app. It was just a very simple process. You had to click allow for all the things, and then eventually it found it and hooked everything up. It does have a sensor, so if Dolce here or Coco were to jump in while it's spinning, it stops, okay? So it is sensitive there in order to make sure that the kitty cats don't get hurt or anything along those lines. I like how this one, let me go ahead and turn it. This back here is how it spins, this little thing right there. There's a knob and there's wheels on the inside of this, and that's what actually spins the whole thing. So some of the other kitty litters that I've seen have a deal that scoops through it. This actually spins, but the gear is over here. So on the inside, there's actually nothing for the cats to really get stuck on, right? Outside of once it goes and the hole opens. But once again, it stops moving if the cats are inside of it. So yeah, overall, this thing, I've been using it for a few days now, and I'm definitely a big fan, especially because we have 2 littles, a 2 and a 4-year-old, and all the things. Oh, one other thing to note, when you do the kitty litter, when you refill it on the app, you have to click like re-level kitty litter, and it measures it. It knows the different weight of the litter that you're going to use. So if you use a heavier litter or a lighter litter, it doesn't matter. It's able to actually measure out how much is in there. So every single time you put new kitty litter in, just make sure that you hit the button on the app to have it re-level. And other than that, I mean, it was nice and easy. There was a quick guide to tell you how to get it all set up. There's also a user manual. The app has a ton of options as well. But yeah, I'm definitely pretty excited that we spent money on this bad boy right here. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you're just going to scan the QR code, and that's going to launch you into the App Store to let you see that you need to download the Smart Life app. Okay, and then once you agree to all of the things, you will then be able to get in there to set up your account information. Once you sign up with your email address and all that good stuff, you'll be able to get started. It was really easy to add the new app. So basically all you had to do was click add now in the app and then press and hold the Wi-Fi button on the actual kitty litter itself. Once you clicked allow on all the things, it then was able to find the kitty litter, it connected to it, ran everything, and then also updated the firmware if it needed to be updated. Another few things was you can give it just a fun name if you want to name it after your cats or whatever the case may be. And then you are also able to say what room it's in. So for example, we have a 2-story, so we could have an upstairs or a downstairs one if we wanted, and we would be able to know that based off of the room that the kitty litter was placed in on the app. As you can see at the top of this app, it says that there is a cat inside right now. So I don't want to reset the litter or click the cleaning or anything along those lines until that little cat inside icon goes away. And then once it goes away, it'll let you know basically that they're gone. And once you click litter reset, what that's going to do is it's going to basically weigh the amount of litter. There's also a child lock, which to me is just chef's kiss on this device because my kids are 2 and 4 and they push all of the buttons, okay? There are also a lot of really fun settings at the very top. There's a clean delay. There's also a sleep mode. So you can turn the sleep mode on, and then you can also tell it what your hours of sleep are. So if for some reason you sleep during the day because you work at night, you can go ahead and set whatever hours that you would like. There's also a prompt light, which basically means an LED light that turns on when they go in there, as well as a sound. There's kitten mode, so if they're super teeny tiny, you can turn kitten mode on, and then there's also the automatic homing, which they basically say to make sure that you leave on. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the clean delay option at the top. Then just a few other things to note about this as well is that it will show you the activity, so how many times your cat has gone in or out, so you can just kind of take a look at different habits, because obviously with cats with kidney disease, they tend to go to the restroom a lot more often than not. So this is going to allow you to get a look at all of those different types of habits with your cat.